brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Knocked away. Collins with it. Now guarded by Price. O'Neal against Collins. Bangs home the trifecta. As we get the new season underway, GA, what was the main focus for you in the first game of the season?
Well, sometimes you lose a little bit of edge in the offseason. So preseason's fine for getting your game into shape, but now you got to bring the right mindset to the game.
Here is Shaq. O'Neal. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is what the team counts on O'Neal for, grabbing the rebound and throwing it down.
Here's Collins. Up and in on the layup. Collins has got 5 points so far.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
Tries the spin move. On the wing, Bryant. Defended by Carter. O'Neal passes to Bryant. Basket counts.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
Here's Collins. And he can't jam it through.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And that one's good, Simmons.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Collins. He has 5. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 8 points for him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Collins looking around. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, takes it inside, and it's sent back by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And here's Collins from outside. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Collins passes to Carter. Outside Collins. He takes it in, and then Collins slams it in.
Getting downhill and taking flight. What a move.
Lakers trail by 12. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Collins has got 12 in the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Simmons kicks to Price. Here's Kobe, and Kobe throws it down hard.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Collins lays it up off the glass. He's got 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I...
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Bryant. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, that's just a demonstration of terrific ball skills from Kobe. Avoided the defender and gets it to fall inside.
Collins, good.
Oh, that's a strong finish going right at the defense.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 16. It's stolen by Carter. Collins, that's a two-pointer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 20 points for Shake and Bake.
And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Price dishes to Simmons. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
Point-blank range, that's what you want.
Toronto leading by 16. Here's Collins, and there's the drive, and finished off by Collins.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Bryant with it. He's picked up by Collins. A nice shot by Simmons.
Oh, great find by Kobe. His instincts are off the charts.
And it's the Raptors ball. Here's Collins, and he comes up with the deuce. Collins has got 24 points.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Bryant looking over the floor. Pass to Black Hole. Again, Los Angeles.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
That one goes. Count it.
Even against defense that tight, he still gets it to go. Boy, how about that determination?
Here is Shaw. He's guarded by Davis.
I love the fact that Davis is such a good, active defender. Takes care of business on both ends.
Here's Collins, and the Raptors tack on two more.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Oh, that's blocked. And we played through the first minute here in the second, and the basket is good.
And you could tell, even in warm-ups, he was primed for a big night.
Lakers trail by 18. Stolen by Collins. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Collins. An easy 2 points on the layup. Collins has got 21 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Bryant, and the dunk by Bryant.
Boy, right now, Kobe's turned that grease on the stove up, folks. He is on fire. Keep getting in the ball, please.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 24 points for the chosen one.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Some changes for Toronto. Olajuwon's checked in for Davis, and it's Williams in for Hunter. The Lakers also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Madsen. Price comes in for Fox. And Simmons subbed in for Shaw. Here's Bryant. And the dunk by Kobe.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
Raptors leading by 18. Here's Collins driving in and finished off by Collins.
That rim has a family.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ori passes to Kobe. Good, and it's Ori picking up the assist. 18 points for Kobe Bryant. Boy, these are great time for the Lakers, aren't they, Clark? The three-peat Magic Johnson joining the Hall of Fame this summer, but James Worthy still waiting since 2000.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time for James Worthy, but to your earlier point, clearly a banner summer for the Lakers. Think about Magic Johnson, the first ballot, surefire Hall of Famer, riding the wave of a three-peat. Couldn't be any better for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Count it. Collins has got 31.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside, Ori. And O'Neal gets it to go.
This is where you let O'Neal eat. Actually feast. Feed him inside, and you'll get paid off for it.
And Collins gets double-teamed and stolen by Ori. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Bryant gets a wide-open look. Again, the Lakers. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Raptors leading by 19. Here's Collins. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Collins has got 26 points.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack. And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Collins wide open. He fires. Simmons pulls it in. Lakers trail by 19. Pass to Bryant. Lets it go with a three. That's in. Coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 3 assists now in this one. Price against Collins. And he converts the layup. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Simmons against Carter. And the wide-open shot from Price. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
The 19-foot shot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 30 points for Shake and Bake.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. O'Neal sets the screen for Bryant. To the inside. And finished off by O'Neal.
giving up the ball in the two-man game right there. I think Kobe deserves a little more credit for his playmaking ability.
Here's Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 34 points for Shake and Bake.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
9 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Bryant. There's the three. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bryant, the open look, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kobe's got 30 points.
Bryant demonstrating how confident he is because, to me, it looks like he feels he can score whenever he wants to.
Collins, good.
You must do more than that to stop him, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Simmons passes to Price. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Got a look he liked and didn't hesitate.
Toronto leading by 13. Olajuwon passes to Collins. Puts up a deep three. Olajuwon dishes to Collins. O'Neal with the steal. Price outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Price has got 8 points.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Collins lays it in without an inch of room around him. Collins has got 38 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And here's Collins from outside. Sinks the triple. Collins has got 36.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And a wide open look for Simmons. Buries it from three-point range. Simmons got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That's good from Collins on the assist by Olajuwon. Collins has got 38 points. Outside, Simmons. Here's Black Hole, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure. Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The Raptors making a switch here. Peterson's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Horry's checked in for Blackpool. Fast break, here they come. Here's Collins. Yep, that one goes. Collins has got 11 in the second half.
Good job of capitalizing in transition.
Horry passes to Simmons from outside the arc. Good, and it's Horry picking up the assist. Horry's got 3 assists now in this one. Inside. Outside Collins. It's good. Collins has got 44.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And they double up Bryant. Out left to the wing. A 3 from Horry. Sinks the three-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Collins, good.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Kobe, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Nice feed that time by Horry. He's such a great team player because he does so many things to lift his teammates up and help his team win.
Collins in the post. Working on Price. Collins, good. Collins has got 48. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Lakers. 15-point game. Jumps up, and then Carter with the jam.
And the fast break finds the right guy. Carter goes all out to make sure they convert.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. And the Lakers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Raptors with some changes. Davis is checked in for Elijah. Bradley comes in for Collins. And it's Williams in for Williams. The Lakers also with a sub. Shaw's checked in. Now off the inbound. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Kobe's got 34.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, they'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Carter outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Simmons. Takes a shot at the elbow. And Bryant gets it to go on the assist by Simmons.
Massaging it from mid-range. Nice shot there.
Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got 6.
Hey, nobody on this floor or any floor for that matter is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hard work rewarded inside. Love to see that.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Carter.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up. But Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Manson comes in for O'Neal, and it's Fox in for Simmons. Lakers trail by 19. Shaw passes to Manson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's on the defense right there. I mean, you got to push Matson farther out than that.
Carter, count it. Carter's got 10 points in just the second half.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Bryant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
What a natural scorer Bryant is. It almost looks too easy for him.
Carter outside. 1 second left. And so it's Toronto feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Raptors leading by 17. Collins in the post. Guarded by Fox. Count that one. Collins has got 50 points.
Finishing inside through the contact there. Great focus.
Bryant outside. Tries it from 19. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 40 points for Kobe Bryant.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around...
And yep, another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
Sees the gap in the defense and cashes in from mid-range. That's how you do it.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Collins gets double-teamed.
And what a moment it is for him and for this fan base. Setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all. Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for the Lakers, O'Neal's checked in for Madsen, and Simmons subbed in for Fox.
Punched it down with authority. That's how you get your team going.
So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 19. Outside, Simmons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Bryant gets it to go.
You know, you've got to guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting him fly.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collins has got 57 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Kobe against Collins. Fires for three. Good, that's another bucket.
A historic night scoring the ball. It's not often you can crack 60.
But he's done it a number of times. Matter of fact, if he keeps it up, a chance to move into third place for most 60-point games.
If Ori has to, he will get physical, and that can make him tough to stop inside.
And here's Collins from outside. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. On deep, Collins. Good, another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Timeout, Lakers. And Los Angeles with some changes. Black Holes checked in for Orr. And it's Price in for Shaw. Price against Collins. Here's Bryant on the money from 12 feet away. Bryant's got 47 points.
And it takes a Herculean defensive effort to rattle Bryant. He sinks contested shots at will. How about his focus?
Collins with it, guarded now by Shen.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Simmons finds Price. All alone. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Price. Bryant's got 49 points in the game. Collins passes to Olajuwon. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And here's Collins from outside. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Collins. Banked in off the glass. Collins has got 42 in the game.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Outside, Kobe. Olajuwon with the block. Collins looking around. .129 left here in the fourth quarter. Here he goes. And finished off by Collins.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the chosen one.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And that one falls to Collins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Los Angeles now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bryant the pass to Price. O'Neal on the wing. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Collins against Bryant. The tray. It's good from long range. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one